And the poem I'm going to share with you today is called Dear Love. And I wrote it when I was tired of having my heart broken. And the heart is, you only have one heart, and it's this one heart that you use to love the Lord. It's this one heart that you use to love people. And the Lord commands us to love God with everything and to love our neighbours as ourselves. So we have to take care of our hearts. And the Bible also tells us to guard our hearts because you only have one. You can't use one for this and then one for the other. You have one heart. So this poem is about learning to guard my heart. Like a butterfly in a cocoon, a flower on the cusp of bloom, I will emerge at the appointed noon of a day so that the sun's rays will illuminate the work God is doing in me. So don't wake me up until it is time. Dear love, I have read your letters of invitation, signed John, signed David, signed any other who could be taken as beloved, as dream, as hope-fulfilled, as Adam to his Eve. I have not replied because, love, I have been asleep. I wrote this after you woke me up once again when another potential one walked into my life. So, whilst I was awake, I wrote this so you would know not to wake me again until it is time. I would like to call for sleep to fall on my heart, for calm in the noise of my soul. I would like you, heart, to not hearken your affections on anyone just because they resemble a prince, because despite the tales, I am not a princess lost in a castle waiting for a hero. My Saviour graced this planet a long time ago, so I am free. And I may be 23, 25, 30, 45, but this is not an emergency. As we've established, my life is not a fairy tale. My future is for the will of God to tell, so between predestination and the graft of life lies the truth of my beloved. I remember when you last wrote, you made promises, but you know better than to write me such a letter. I think myself a queen at the words I read, but I'm becoming more like Pharaoh as my heart hardens, sickened by disappointment. You want to hide behind surprise, keeping me on tenterhooks, wondering when you will call, but I will resist this fall. It will have me building walls I know I cannot sustain if I am to remain in the will of my Father. My heart will remain feeling even whilst sleeping. Don't think because I am still, my progress is static. God is doing a work in me. I told you, like a butterfly in a cocoon, a flower on the cusp of bloom, I will emerge at the appointed noon of a day so that the sun's rays will illuminate the work God is doing in me. Like Eve, I will provoke a response as organic as the inspired utterings of Adam, not the trash you sent me. The poetry supposedly for me is but a collection of odes to your ego. Lust, suited and booted, disguised as dignity, pretending to be real when all you want is to measure your appeal. And sometimes I listen, but I am no longer a believer in your lust for love. The English language hides you so well. You go by the name of love, but I can tell you're everything but that. You are not agape. You are not patient, you are not kind, you boast, and you insist to intrude on my sacred sedation, my sweet sleep. You want to open my eyes before my time so I confuse my sleep for darkness and you for the light, but this sacred sedation is preparation. Like Esther, All that is common and plain, every bruise and stain will be massaged with oils to seal their death. Like Eve, let me remain in my place of hiding until my Creator necessitates my debut. I will not eulogize the pain of broken hearts. I will not convince myself it's worth it for the lesson when it's so much easier if I just listen. Solomon wrote, do not make love before it's time. Everything is made beautiful in its time. And I told you, like a butterfly in a cocoon, a flower on the cusp of bloom, I will emerge at the appointed noon of the day, so that the sun's rays will illuminate the work of God.